Today, I'm rebuilding the Montreal Canadiens for 10 seasons, but we're already 5 years in. Why is that? It is because this is season 5 of the rebuild. We started here in the real life season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the next 5 seasons of this series. We've made the playoffs each of the 5 years. We made the finals in season 2, but we have not made it back since. We just got knocked out by the Toronto Maple Leafs in a sweep, and the Oilers won. Here is our team. In net, we have 89 Jacob Fowler, right? On defense, we have a 92 Lane Hutson, 91 Dobson, 90 Reinbacher, 86 Caden Gooley. And on the forward core, we have Cole Caulfield and Suzuki, two absolute studs. Cole Dukes an 89, Demidov's a 93, Michael Hage is an 85, Slavkovsky's a 90. Here is the rest of the team, a bunch of depth players. Kicking episode 2 off, we start with pick 28. We have an A+ on the forward core, strength in everything except for our depth, and A on defense. We need better depth defense, and goaltending is going to be a big question mark. Do we pay Jacob Fowler $9 million when he hasn't been the greatest playoff goalie until this? He hasn't been the greatest regular season goalie at all. Because if you take a look, we have our top 6 here, including Michael Hage, and Caulfield is up next year. Demidov is up in 2 years. Slavkovsky is up in 3 years. And on the blue line, Lane Hutson has a while, but Dobson's up in a few years. Reinbacher's up in a few years, and for a kind of okay goalie. Not gonna lie, bro, after looking at all the potential goalies we could get, Kocheikov's an 84, and then the guys with 4 years left, like Dustin Wolf's the only player I would kind of, considering trading for. He's a really good playoff goalie. You know what? For right now, we're going to stick with Jacob Fowler unless we get a crazy offer, and we'll figure out what we can do when we need the money. We either take the elite medium potential or the elite low. We're going to go with the elite low. He's a 6'4" Canadian boy, and he is a power forward elite low. In the second round, we are picking up an elite medium, Henry Gleason, a 53 overall, but he is oozing with potential. Next up, we have Boyer here, an American top 6. We have gone crazy in this draft. 3 incredible picks in a row. I'm not gonna lie, I like Harrison Jack guy, but these are 2 locker room guys, but the business is the business. We're gonna have to part ways with those boys and find some better depth defensemen. Joshua Wall accepts, Barrett Hayton accepts, Owen Beck accepts, so the boys are all accepting their contracts. Gonna have to clear a little bit of cap. I know I just signed Barrett Hayton, but we're gonna trade him for Radula there on a rookie deal. I think this will go through, but we're gonna trade Joshua Wall as well. Yeah, we are gutting this team's depth completely, but we basically have to do this so we can figure out the cap situation. Reinbacher accepted our contract, which was, kind of a discount. We only got 2 years on it though, so that's going to be a little sketch when it comes up. So now we have Caulfield and Gooley left. I have 21 mil, Caden Gooley wants 7.8, which is a decent amount, and Cole Caulfield obviously wants 17 mil. It though, Cole Caulfield 16.475. This contract is not going to go down ever. It's just not. That's the unfortunate reality. It's like, do you sign a 29-year-old for 8 years because of all he's done for your franchise, or do you not? To sign Demidov next year, bro. Gosh dang it, what do? We have to sign Demidov, we have to sign Hutson. Suzuki's already making 14 mil, maybe that was a mistake. But man, we literally have to do this. This is Cole Caulfield right here. Why am I giving this contract to a 29-year-old who's going to regress? I don't know, but I believe in Cole Caulfield. You know what? Big time players make big time plays. We are going to sign that deal. And Cole Caulfield has accepted our offer. Okay. So we have done that. We have accepted that offer. I don't know how much money we have for Caden Gooley. We only have 6 mil. Surely we can clear that up, but then we're kind of screwed. Only trade I could find that it makes sense is trading Michael Hage for Connor McMichael. Now, Michael Hage is a player I really actually wanted to keep. Unfortunately, I just think like we just need this upgrade. We're paying him 7 something mil. I mean, we can swap first. Who knows whose first is going to be better? I'm going to bet that we're going to be better than the Wild. They reject that trade. That's interesting. What else can we throw in? We threw in a goalie, we'll throw in a draft pick, and we have this trade. Michael Hage for Connor McMichael, swapping first. It's a gamble, but it's a gamble I'm willing to take. These contracts is we can trade all of these contracts. So 6.5, I think we need to go a little bit higher. 6.75 for Caden Gooley. We're going to hope that he accepts that, and if he does accept that, then we are set for next year. We have Suzuki, we have Caulfield, we need another assistant, and I think it's pretty obvious. We're going to go to the blue line, and Lane Hudson's going to get an A. See what St. Louis thinks here. We're headed into year number 6 with this Canadiens team, and we are still cup contenders. Suzuki, Demidov, Slavkovsky, Bolduc, McMichael, and our bottom 6 is kind of chopped, but here is our team for year number 6. We're looking pretty good. We're trying to hit 400 subs on the channel, so make sure you guys like and subscribe while you're down there. The trade deadline, we are 44, 13, and 4. Caulfield has 53 goals in 61 games. Demidov has 84 points. Slavkovsky has 80. Nick Suzuki only has 66, but you know he's playing good defense. We have 6 players over a point per game. Bolduc, McMichael, all the boys are buzzing. Is anybody a minus? Xavier Bourgault on the 4th line is a minus. That's interesting. And then in net, I mean, shout out Jacob Fowler. Do this trade. We're going to trade Xavier Bourgault for Adam Benak. He's the same overall, and I know the Predators are sellers, so we have to give up a pretty juicy pick. That is not accepted. Even worth it? No, we're going to keep our French boy Xavier Bourgault here. We're going to go to the end of the year and see how this team is looking. We've been injury free, but a lot of our injuries have come to our minor players, but now our boy Jacob Fowler has been injured. That's unfortunate. Season 6 of this rebuild, the Montreal Canadiens have finished in 3rd place in the league, 1st place in the East. The East is running through Montreal. And Cole Caulfield has 72 goals. Demidov has 113 points. Slavkovsky 96. Suzuki 94. Noah Dobson 93. Lane Hudson 79. The boys are absolutely a buzzin' here. The boys are absolutely cooking. How did Fowler do? Pretty good. Jack Black had 51 wins. That is crazy. Jackson Jacobson, Rookie of the Year. We could have traded for Benak. Morgan Riley had 109 points, so Dobson might not get the Norris. And Cole Caulfield wins the Rocket Richard. But since we made the finals in round 2, we have not made, or year 2, we have not made it back. We have the Florida Panthers. They have a 95 overall Kachuk, a 90 overall Reinhardt. This is still a legendary team. We are down 3-1 to the Florida Panthers. Now, I will say there's not much reason to panic. Most of the games have been close, but unfortunately, we have to win those. Preferred line sees Cole Caulfield on the 2nd line. You know what, Coach? Marty St. Louis, we are going to run with it. Put the $16 million man on the 2nd line. Let's see what happens. McMichael scores. Caden Gooley scores. Okay, Caden Gooley 2-goal night. We win game 5. 6. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Come on, 2-1. Caulfield and Slavkovsky. 2-3. Reinhardt and Carlson. We still do have our jump in, but come on, boys. Somebody score. Forsling scores, Jack McBain scores, and the Florida Panthers have won, and they win 5-2, and we are out. Essentially, if you want to win a Stanley Cup like your favorite YouTubers, just simulate all the way to the draft or whatever, and you'll win the Stanley Cup because it's the calendar sim glitch. That's what all the YouTubers do, but we're not doing that here. Other season wasted, man. I don't know what the problem is with this team. I don't know how we aren't better than we are in the playoffs. Maybe we just need to wait a year. Okay, this guy's getting traded. No ifs, ands, or buts. Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. Connor McDavid gets his ring. I think he already has one. And here's the draft lottery. The LA Kings win that one. You look at this, the Prince of Wales trophy, the Montreal Canadiens. We are at the bottom of that page. Cole Caulfield wins the Hart, and James Norris, Noah Dobson wins that. So a big year for awards for the boys, but no Stanley Cup. Options for who we can take, but we're going to take our boy Jorge Russell here. He's a 77 overall grinder who's almost NHL ready. What a pickup. I'm not... How? What? Ivan, listen to me, buddy. You're not getting 24 mil. We have Demidov's RFA rights. We're not doing that, but we'll figure out a contract. It's soon. We just have to figure out how he's going to be reasonable. I'm willing to trade away players for Demidov, but not for 24 mil. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I just signed Carter Hart by accident. Are we serious right now? You know what? He did get charged not guilty for the first time in an NHL rebuild. We'll keep Carter Hart for one season. Pick 21 last year. Let's see if we can do the same thing by trading Owen Beck to the Toronto Maple Leafs and getting their draft pick. First and a third should be enough. Nope, I guess not. 2/3. If not, we'll just take the original second round pick for Owen Beck, but we do get a first round pick. Okay, we're going to trade our boy Adam Boquist here. We're going to trade him to the Wild, sure, and we'll pick up a third round pick back for Boquist. I wanted to play Demidov on the first line because, I mean, he's a franchise player. I don't want him to lose that franchise potential. However, for his contract, I think it's best if he plays on the second line. So that's what we're going with for this season. 43 wins here at the deadline, and Caulfield has 60 goals in 60 games. I don't know what's happening. Cole Caulfield is turning into a beast. That second line is not playing well, but it does not matter because after this year, we're not going to play that second line anyways. Our bottom six, however, that's a little bit of an embarrassment. We need to these guys to play better. I don't really know how to make them play better. Maybe we have to trade Carter Hart. That's all we need. But, I mean, we're playing really well. I don't know what to change. I trade Tommy Novak for Sikora and a third or a fourth, whatever. Sikora's an 82 overall. I mean, Tommy Novak's a sniper. We already have a bunch of snipers down on that bottom six. You know what? We'll just go 1-for-1 here. Kofsky has been injured and he is out for a long time. So we're going to move Raja up. We're going to put Danielson there. Or Rajala. He's going to be on that first line. What am I saying? Demidov's going to go on that first line. Caulfield, Demidov, Suzuki back together. The big time trio. Hopefully they work out. 57 wins. Caulfield 73 goals plus 71. Suzuki 106. Slavkovsky 91. Dobson 80. Hudson 77. Demidov 75. Bolduc 73. Reinbacher 61. What a season from the boys. Even Connor McMichael put up 57. And Jacob Fowler had 52 wins. I think Jacob Fowler has a Vezina. He has a William M. Jennings. This might be his first Vezina, hopefully. And, I mean, Cale Makar, 102 points, and Nylander had 115, but Caulfield had 73 goals. On matchup, we have the Le Quebecois, Alexis Lafreniere, Gabe Perreault as well. His dad obviously played for the Canadiens. I mean, this is a pretty bad matchup to get in the first round. Game 1, Noah Dobson has been injured. That is a really unfortunate. Why did I put Nate Danielson on defense? Hold up. Don't know what to do. Do we do this? I guess we go with these two on the second pair, Hudson and Reinbacher on the first, and we'll see kind of how that works out. But losing Noah Dobson sucks. 3-1. We're not taking any chances by just simulating. We want to make sure that we get into the second round, and it looks like the Montreal Canadiens are off to the second round. We have the Ottawa Senators, Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Madden Deno, who's grown like crazy. Roenick here has grown like crazy. The boys are buzzing here in Ottawa. Oh my goodness, this team is probably better than ours. Two absolute wagons clashing here, and we do have a 1-1 series. This one is going to go down to the wire. Come on, boys. There we go. Game 3 is a dub. Game 4, Noah Dobson's back. It was Game 4, however. Game 5 here. Come on, this is a huge game. McSwain and McMichael, 4-1. Caulfield and Merneeks. Rajala scores. 5-1. What a game from the boys. Game 6 here. Come on, boys. Let's go. In Ottawa, we have 2 chances at this thing. Slavkovsky scores. Suzuki and Reinbacher. We still have our jump in. Brady Tkachuk ties it. Cousins has scored, but Lane Hudson has tied this thing at 4. Come on, boys. Somebody's got to step up here in the clutch. Who is it going to be? Come on, somebody put one past whoever their goalie is, and we are headed into overtime. Are headed to double overtime. I feel like that's happened a lot in this series. Couple good chances, but Ottawa's goalie has been incredible. Back for Hudson. Lane Hudson gonna break some ankles. Lane Hudson gonna skate it in. Hudson in. Cross. Demidov in. Shooting. Yes! Ivan Demidov! And we are off to the conference finals. Let's go, boys! We have the Pittsburgh Penguins without Crosby, without Malkin. They have Werenski and Dunn, though. That's nasty. The conference finals. This is where the Montreal Canadiens belong. It is 2-1 here. Come on, boys. Let's go. Big OT win, and we have a chance to go to the Stanley Cup final again. Come on, boys. Let's go. Uri Slavkovsky. It's 1-0. Noah Dobson makes it 2-1. All we need to do is hold on here, and we are headed to the Stanley Cup finals. Hey, let's go, baby. McSwain with a huge goal. Slavkovsky with an empty netter. Just like that, the Montreal Canadiens are headed back to the Stanley Cup Finals where they belong. First time since 2026. Wait, my bad. The first time since 2027. And we have made it back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on, boys. Let's go. And oh my goodness. That traded Nick Suzuki to the Montreal Canadiens, the team that has Mitch Marner. Is he a champion? No, he is not yet. Eichel's gone. Everybody's gone. Hanifin and Theodore are still here, I guess. The Stanley Cup Finals is back in Montreal, boys. Come on. And first game, we absolutely blow it. That is embarrassing. Boys, let's go. There we go. It is a 2-2 series, okay? Game 5 is absolutely huge as always. 2-1 Olin and Raja. Here we go. It is still 2-1. Come on, boys. Let's hold on to this thing. Coutier, Lacoutier. What a goal. Zach Bolduc. Okay, there we go. 5-1, and we are one game away from a championship. Jacob Fowler, legendary performance. Are we serious? Ivan Demidov has been injured. Connor McMichael is already injured, and Demidov cannot play. That is a huge blow. We have to move somebody up, and Marcus Davidson with his unstoppable force gets us a +5, something that Demidov didn't even get. We're going to move Zach Bolduc up to that first line, so come on, boys. The cup is in the building. Here we go. 2-1 Bolduc and Slavkovsky. 3-1 Lacoutier. What a playoff run that dude is having. All we have to do is hold on, and it's taken 7 seasons, but we can finally say it. Okay, it's getting close. Okay, Davidson scores on the second line. What is happening right now? Oh my god, Cole Caulfield. I can't believe after trusting in Fowler, after, trading away Michael Hage for Connor McMichael, who's so much older and like a worse talent. What a ride. Stanley Cup is in T-Mobile Arena. This team traded away Nick Suzuki for Max Pacioretty or something. Like, what? The last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the Montreal Canadiens, for the first time since 1993, almost 40 years later, we have won a Stanley Cup with the Canadiens. Well, nah, I just realized I just got Carter Hart a Stanley Cup. What am I doing, bro? I don't know. Let's forget it ever happened. Nick Suzuki had one goal the entire playoffs, and he is your Conn Smythe winner. Soak in this moment, boys. Nick Suzuki lifting the Stanley Cup with the Montreal Canadiens. Oh my goodness, what a run it has been, and Suzuki is a Stanley Cup champion. Just like how it's going to be in real life, Nick Suzuki handing it off to his boy Cole Caulfield is now a Stanley Cup champion as well. And just like how it's going to be in real life, it goes from Nick Suzuki to Cole Caulfield to the first overall pick. Juraj Slafkovsky is a Stanley Cup champion. And last but not least, the final piece of the puzzle, a number one superstar defenseman, Lane Hutson, is also a champion here. Montreal, we have done it. We have made it. Stanley Cup champions here in Montreal, but the work's not finished. We still have 3 more years in this video, like 12, 13 more years to go. Dude, I forgot about this animation. That is sick. We are going to see every single player's name, including Carter Hart, which is ridiculous. But, I mean, shout out to Montreal. Look how sick that is. I don't even remember. We beat New York. We beat Ottawa. We beat Toronto or Pittsburgh. We beat the Vegas Golden Knights. Stanley Cup champions. President's Trophy second time. Finals second time. Cole Caulfield gets his second Hart. Nick Suzuki gets the Conn Smythe. And Cole Caulfield gets another Rocket. If that Toronto pick is in the lottery, I guess we'll have to check out. And no, it doesn't appear to be unless it's for next year. Kid finally retires at 44 years old. Look at this resume. 3 Cups, 2 Conn Smythes, 2 Hearts. 3 Ted Lindsays. What a stud this guy was. Money to extend Ivan Demidov. I did not know this was possible. Now this may screw us, but I mean, if we can get this done somehow for like 15 mil, I'm sure it could go down more in free agency. I'm not gonna risk it though. $14 million. Actually, we'll play it safe. 14.25. There we go. We're going to have to trade away Igor Zamula. Go play in LA, buddy. That's going to be sick. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for helping us win a cup. We have pick 20. We could look for a trade, but we don't have cap space anyway, so we kind of have to take a rookie. There's nobody I really like, so we're just going to take a shot at a guy. He's 65. That's not bad. Martin St. Louis has to be re-signed. Honestly, why would we not pay this guy? Like, he's a stud. Demidov has rejected $16 million. He has turned into Kirill Kaprizov. He has rejected $16 million. Now what is he asking for here? Oh, even less. So we'll just go with whatever he wants, right? Like $15.6 million, sure. We'll give that to Ivan Demidov. We have to see if he accepts, and Louis accepts, and Demidov, there we go, he's back. I will say, I know he won a Stanley Cup, bro. I am not re-signing Carter Hart. Like, what do you think this is? Bro, I'm not. News is we are going to get a pay cut from Jacob Fowler. I think it's going to be around 8.5 for 7 years, so that's going to be a good news. Bad thing is we have 3 guys to re-sign. Pay Slafkovsky this much. However, I don't think he'll ask for it once he plays back on the second line. So I think we're going to hold off on Uri. Now, David Reinbacher wants a crazy contract, and Noah Dobson wants crazier. Just paying Reinbacher this much is crazy, but 12 mil for 3 years. I feel like defensemen get paid a lot anyways, so we're going to pay Reinbacher. And Noah Dobson, we're going to have to figure out that one. Going to facilitate a 3-team trade in the NHL. The Jackets want Noah Dobson. We're going to pick up Zach Charbonneau 1-for-1, and they accept that. Now we're going to head over to the Calgary Flames. Get the worst player in the deal, Brock Cripps, and 2 first-round picks. So this is the official trade. Charbonneau to Calgary. What the hell? I guess we couldn't get a first-round pick because they were saving money to re-sign players, whatever. Doesn't matter. We got Brock Cripps. He signed 5 years, $6 million, and he has 99 offensive and defensive awareness. Still have to sign Uri Slavkovsky. That's going to take a miracle and a half, but hopefully him playing on the second line will get him to lower his price, just like Demidov kind of. Here is our team for the new season. First big change in a while. Obviously, we made the Michael Hage for McMichael trade, and now we traded Noah Dobson for Brock Cripps. Hopefully this thing works out. He's so slow, though. Slavkovsky is injured. That's unfortunate. I mean, hopefully it lowers his contract ask, I guess. Also, Nick Suzuki has dropped to a 90. We have to keep an eye on that. Noah Dobson is on the block already for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Maybe we fleece them, but I'm so confused. Like, oh my goodness, they have 9 wins. Noah Dobson, what's happening, buddy? Who's even your partner on defense? I don't even know. Is Werenski still there? Is it Seabrook? Is he playing all the minutes? Nope. Who is it? Tyler Hay? Nope, he's in the AHL. Jackson Smith? That's probably why. Merniks has been injured with an MCL sprain. He is out until May 12th. Man, that is crazy. We just won 12-2 and 12-4. That is crazy. And in the final game of the year, David Reinbacher gets injured. Are we serious right now, EA? Alrighty, so we're going to put Oland on the first line. We're going to put Jack-Eye back in. 4 points off an NHL record, 131 points for the Montreal Canadiens. We scored 4.67 goals per game, allowed only 2.5. We had a 32% power play. Duke had 110 points, Demidov had 106, Caulfield had 102, Slavkovsky had 94, Suzuki had 91, McMichael had 83. All of the boys were absolutely buzzing. No minuses on offense. What a season. Plus 64, Reinbacher plus 57, Brock Cripps plus 61, Gooley plus 59. What just happened? We had maybe the greatest season in NHL history. We might have a Vezina winner in Jacob Fowler. I forgot if he won the Vezina last year. We won't have the defenseman of the year, but we may have the Hart because of our plus minus. The last run we have at a cup with this team, and it starts with the Carolina Hurricanes, because after this we are going to have to make a decision and cut one of our players. I don't know how, but we are down 3-2. That is embarrassing. Come on, boys. We got this. We easily got this. 2-1 Caulfield scores. 3-1 Sebastian Aho. We need a goal bad. Okay, there we go. Bolduc. Sebastian Aho has scored. Davidson has tied it up. We have what jump in we can use. Come on. 7 seconds. Goal. Caulfield in. Cole Caulfield, the spinner. Caulfield in. Shooting. Save. Rebound. No. Kochenkov. How? Chenkov saved that, man. I don't know what to do. Do I just shoot it? I can't even shoot it. And we just lost. I don't know how that happened. Need to re-sign Uri Slavkovsky. I just feel like he's a guy who just has everything going for him. Like, we just need him on the team. So we need to cut our losses somehow. I don't know. I think I'm going to make a decision that the fans won't like. The Blackhawks are your Stanley Cup champions. Bedsy gets another one here in 2033. And there's a couple of picks that were moved for first overall. Basically is, do we trade Suzuki? Do we trade Caulfield? Do we trade Demidov? Or I guess, do we trade David Reinbacher, which could be an option? As David Reinbacher's increasing by 5 mil, we need way more than 5 mil to sign Slavkovsky. We have a lot of money though. Oh, that's if we trade Nick Suzuki. Either we trade one of our top guys like Nick Suzuki, or we trade Caden Gooley, who is a plus 59. Davidson, we trade Merniks, and we trade Landon McSwade. So we either gut our entire depth or we trade Nick Suzuki, and we have to re-sign Lane Hudson next year. We're gonna make a controversial decision, but we're gonna get rid of Caden Gooley for 2 first-round picks, maybe just 1 first-round pick, and we got a first, so that's cool. I'm gonna trade Merneeks, Davidson, and McSwain for the Rangers first in 2034. So I mean, we're picking up some good first for next year. Hopefully this goes through. No, I guess not. We have to trade our captain, Nick Suzuki. Like, we need to keep Slafkovsky. I know about loyalty and stuff, but man, we didn't win a cup. We have to try something new, and oh my god, I just traded Nick Suzuki. What have I done? My captain away. What did I just do? I did an NHL 26 move. Nick Suzuki, I'm gonna miss you, man, but we're preparing for the future. We have to sign Slafkovsky and Hudson. Suzuki ends his career over a point per game. He has a Conn Smythe, a Selke, and a Stanley Cup. What I gotta do is trade away these guys for draft picks, and hopefully that means that, you know, we'll be looking pretty set for a while. A retool here for season 9 starts with us picking up Randy Robertson, an 80 overall defensive defenseman. I don't know if he's going to be lit or not on this team, but we'll figure it out eventually. With our second first-round pick, we're going to take Kari Shivanen, a 65 overall power forward. 7th round pick, Carlson is an elite low 65. That might be the greatest pick in this franchise's history. He wants 8 years, $17 million. Oh my goodness. This dude wants an absolute bag, and his team interest is so low that we probably need to overpay for him. I don't even know what this will come out to. Yeah, I guess 15.75 for Uri Slafkovsky. We're going to see if that works. Hopefully it does. Come on, Uri. Oh, all the scouts. Bang, Uri Slafkovsky has signed a deal. We have 11 mil to spare. So now we have Lane Hudson coming up right now. My, everyone wants to get paid, eh? That's just how it goes. Lane Hudson's going to be $17 million. We're going to have to rethink how we construct this entire roster. First move of the offseason to reconstruct this team. Oliver Moore is on a 5.8 times 6. That is a slight increase from Connor McMichael, but a 1-for-1 deal goes through. Lane Hudson, buddy, I hope you're worth this money. 17.5. That's a lot of money. And now that I know that we have the cap space, as long as we don't do anything dumb, we're just going to stick with not signing him right now. This is our first season without Nick Suzuki. It's going to be rough. We have a hole there on our second line. Our depth scoring may be an issue. We have a new number 1 defenseman, not Dobson. This is going to be a very interesting sim. See if Marty St. Louis will think we are cup champions. I mean, we have a 95 overall on our first line with +5. I feel like we should be. Even without Nick Suzuki, we are 23-7-6. We are doing amazingly. Our power play and our goal scoring is amazing, but our defense two-way game is not. We have 40 wins here at the deadline. Slafkovsky 90 points, Demidov 90 points, Caulfield. And the boys are buzzing, but there's got to be some reason we're not as dominant. Our bottom 6 isn't great. I think that needs time to gel a little bit. Let's see if we can trade Solikov or for Solikov. I wonder if this is enough. That's rejected. I think we're going to have to throw in a first round pick. I mean, this guy's an 81 overall at 19 years old. What a stud. This would be a crazy trade if we can get this to go through. And we have traded our first, a second for a young star in Solikov. That is a very interesting trade, bro. That trade came together so we could end up signing Lane Hudson. and hopefully we can. I mean, there's some crazy players here. We just can't afford any of them. 54, 18, and 10. And the Montreal Canadiens, Slavkovsky, 122, Demidov, 116, Hudson had 104, Caulfield had 103. The boys were buzzing. New York Rangers, we traded them Davidson. He used to be on our team, and now he's their #1 center. That is crazy. McSwain here as well. These boys are buzzing. Every single game has been by 1 goal, or which is ridiculous. But we have game 6 here. Come on, boys. 1-0. Oliver Moore. Still 1-0. You know what? We're gonna slow sim this one. McSwain and Matt Paulo. McSwain, of course, he's gonna score against his former team, and we have a jump in here in the first round. Slavkovsky back across, Caulfield in, Reinbacher shooting, yes, David Reinbacher, and oh my god, why did you hit the heartbreaker? A huge goal there from David Reinbacher. We are headed into double overtime here in game 6, a chance to make it back out of the first round. Bolduc in on the forecheck, a nice hit. Oh my god, he made him do the splits in front. Reinbacher shooting, Rajala in. Yes, no, are we serious right now? How the hell is that not a goal, EA Sports? What are we talking about right now? This game is Oliver Moore in, Rajala in, shooting Oliver Moore. Oh, what a save. And we are headed into double overtime here in game 6. Oh, let's go, Jorge. Let's go, Jorge. Oh my goodness. No way. Jorge still has it. Jorge has it. Jorge 10-2. No way. That's the greatest goal in NHL history. After a Jorge Russell generational run, we have the Florida Panthers, who somehow picked up Liam Pugh. I don't even know how that's possible. They also picked up this guy. Guess they're in the middle of a rebuild. Now they're finally coming out. Okay, we are down 2-1. Come on, boys. And we are down 3-1 against the Florida Panthers. Our only win is an overtime game. We lost to this team last year. Caulfield and Simon Wang have made it 2-1. And just as I say that, Heineman and Lundell score, but Uri Slavkovsky comes right back. 3-3. Oh no, Anton Lundell makes it 4-3. Are we going to have to jump into this game again? Okay, and that is game. Liam Pugh has scored in the empty net, and for the second year in a row, the Montreal Canadiens fall to the Florida Panthers in the playoffs. I mean, this was our first year without a captain, in a long time. We're going to have to name that captain eventually. But for now here, I mean, our team did well, but we have to re-sign Lane Hudson. Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions here. Who is going to get the #1 pick in 2034? It is the Toronto Maple Leafs. McDavid retires as a 94 overall. I don't know why he retired. He had so many more years to give, but he goes down as probably the second greatest player of all time. Draisaitl retires, Matthews, Kucherov, Marner. Because we acquired Solikov, we can trade Oliver Moore. Now, he did have a good season for us, but now we got our second line playmaker, so we can get the 8th overall pick. Yo, I don't know why I've been playing back the footage and it sounds like I'm in the quiet asylum or something. I don't know what's wrong today, but we're going to take Stanislav Jazz, an 80 overall power forward with quick release. And with Chicago's first round pick, we're going to take Dakota Yoon, a 72 overall. We've had a great draft so far. Not only have we had a top 6 low and a top 6 medium, we now get an elite American goalie, Tristan McBride. This guy could replace Jacob Fowler, we'll see. Problem is Lane Hudson wants $20 million. Now, we can give him $20 million, but we are going to be trash in the rest of the roster. That being said, I think I have a strategy in my dome. And he rejects the offer. Never mind. He wants to test free agency. We probably should have signed him last offseason. I don't know what to do now. 19.5. Lane Hudson, will you say yeah? Okay. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. $20 million. What happens here? Lane Hudson rejects 20 mil. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just gonna give him the 20.8 and no movement clause, so we can just, I mean, if we need to, we can trade him. Will he accept? No, he rejects that. Okay, Lane Hudson, you're my favorite player in the league, but we're gonna let him test free agency, and we're gonna come back stronger with a better offer. We have offered Lane Hudson a contract. We have offered Albert Schmitz a contract. I do want to get into the Lev Shinov sweepstakes if I can as well, I guess. Are we going to sign one of these guys? Artem Levshinov rejects. Lane Hudson accepts. So we brought back Lane Hudson onto our team. It took a while, but Lane Hudson is back on the squad for $21 million. Need to see who we're going to name captain. Slavkovsky, Caulfield, Hudson, and I think, we could go with Cole Caulfield, but he's showing it at the Olympics. We're going to go with Yuri Slavkovsky as the next captain. Here is season number 10, the final season of this video. We still have 10 more seasons to go in this franchise mode. We're just scratching the surface here. We've only won 1 cup. Let's go make it 2. More regulation losses this year than overtime losses in previous years, but Demidov had 135 points, Slav 128, he was a plus 81, and Caulfield was a plus 74, 116. Lane Hudson 112, Bull Duke was a point per game. Here are the rest of the boys. They were buzzing out there, and our team is looking as good as ever. I forgot to check. We won the President's Trophy 3rd year in a row last year. Slavkovsky won the Hart, the Art Ross, but Cale Makar won the Hart and the Norris. So Lane Hudson got robbed, but Slavkovsky won the Ted Lindsay and the Rocket. Washington Capitals, they have Shane Wright as their star player. This team's pretty good. No clue why. I just simulated up to game 5. I thought we had won 2, but we only won 1. We were down 3-0, but we have won the last 2. Game 6 here in Washington. Do we have a chance to keep this video alive? 3 goals in the first, Demidov, and we score 7 goals. We are headed to a game 7, a chance to keep this video alive and keep this run alive here in game 7. Here we go. Caulfield and Troy Patton 5-1. We put up 9. We have completed the reverse sweep in round number 1. First time in this series, we are getting the Boston versus Montreal experience. David Pastrnak is still here on the 3rd line. Albert Schmitz, who we tried to sign in free agency, is here. We are up 3-1. Can we win this series? Yes, we can. We are off to the conference finals here in season number 10. Let's go. Finals, we have the New Jersey Devils. Hughes and Mercer are still here. They have a Travis Konechny down there. Dahlin is on this team. They have a really good blue line. But it is 2-1 here. Come on, boys. 3-1. Are we going to go back to the Stanley Cup Finals? Yes, we are. And, of course, David Reinbacher gets injured. Of finals, we have the Avalanche, Peterka, Michkov. They don't even have Nathan McKinnon. They don't even have Cale Makar. And this team is somehow still back in the Stanley Cup Finals. One here. Lacroutier scores. He scores 2. And we are up 1-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals. 2, remember, no David Reinbacher, but it looks like it does not matter. What a start from the Montreal Canadiens on home ice. David Reinbacher is back, and we have a 2-0 lead. Now, I don't want to change it, but an 80 to a 90 with a +5 is a huge difference. 3 in Colorado with the Zaza, Caulfield, and Demidov. The Zin Master scores. And another shutout for Jacob Fowler. What a series he is putting on. Has allowed 1 goal in this Stanley Cup Final, and he has a chance to win the cup here. Let's go. 5-2. Come on, Montreal. Can you believe that at the start of the year, we almost lost Lane Hudson? We almost lost Lane Hudson, which is ridiculous. And now, the Montreal Canadiens, for the second time in 4 years, are Stanley Cup champions. Let's go, baby. We do this. We do this in Montreal. Number 26 is being hung up in the rafters right now. Come on, let's go. Will the Conn Smythe winner be Ivan Demidov, the Zin Master himself? He wins the Conn Smythe. Let's go, baby. What a stud right here. Traded Nick Suzuki for the betterment of the team. We traded the Kane Master himself. And now Yuri Slavkovsky is the new captain, and he's going to lift the Stanley Cup, number 26. Let's go. Ivan Demidov is going to lift the Stanley Cup. Honestly, it doesn't really look like him, but we'll take it. The next Carey Price, Jacob Fowler, doesn't matter his save percentage. This dude has won the 2 Stanley Cups now. Man, what a time to be alive. Done it. 2 Stanley Cups here. That haircut in the back is diabolical. But 2 Stanley Cups in this video. We have 10 more years to go. Stay tuned for the next episode. And if you want to watch more, click one on screen right now.